CBS 4 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from CBS 4, this is your News Now.
First tonight at 6, some big roster moves ahead of the Colts game in Arizona tonight. Several players were already put on the COVID-19 list earlier this week. Now that list is getting even longer. Darius Leonard among those who will not be playing tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Max Lewis in for Aaliyah Blackburn. The Colts kick off against the Cardinals in just about 2 hours from now. CBS 4's Chris Widlick is in Glendale. He joins us now live. Chris, several key players won't be taking the field tonight.
Yeah, Max, this is definitely going to hurt the football team tonight against Arizona. COVID has finally hit the Colts with a gut punch. 7 active players, most of them starters, will not play against the Cardinals tonight in a key contest in that playoff push, all of them landing on a reserve COVID-19 list. Take a look at all the names from top to bottom, and it starts with guard Mark Lewinsky. You mentioned Pro Bowl linebacker Darius Leonard will miss his first game this year. Guard Quentin Nelson is out, as is wide receiver Zach Pascal, defensive end Kamoko Toure, safety Kari Willis, and cornerback Rock Yassin. Head coach Frank Reich will have to shuffle his starting lineup and
tell them what we think works. I think our guys do a great job. I think they understand what's at stake, especially what time of year it is. And so, I think they're doing the responsible thing.
For me, nothing's changed. It's the same protocols for us as it's been all year. Following them as best as we can, and trying to stay as healthy as possible. So, it kind of is what it is. And we've talked about it a lot, early in the year, and nothing's really changed for me on that front.
Yeah, remember quarterback Carson Wentz is unvaccinated, and losing him in this playoff push would be absolutely critical. Much more on the Cardinals-Colts contest later in the show. But for now, outside State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, Chris Widlick, CBS 4 Sports.
All right, Chris, sounds good. Kickoff is scheduled for 8:15. Coverage begins with Blue Zone at 7:30 with much more from Chris in Arizona. You can catch it all right here on CBS 4. Now, while COVID is affecting the Colts lineup, it's also having an impact on holiday gatherings. Once again, the state is seeing some of its highest case numbers and hospitalizations. In its last update on Wednesday, the State Department of Health revealed 4,800 more COVID cases. 2,900 Hoosiers were hospitalized for COVID, filling 36% of the ICU beds in the state. Doctors across central Indiana have been sounding the alarm for months. Hospitals have been telling us they are busier than ever dealing with their normal caseloads on top of COVID. Many are postponing elective surgeries and are frequently on diversion because they're stretched so thin. National health officials say the Omicron variant that was just officially detected here in Indiana last weekend is spreading rapidly. This is the second Christmas we've spent in this pandemic, and some people told us they once again had to change their plans because of the virus.
Normally I would go in person to church, but today we didn't do it because of the COVID situation. I'm just being very cautious.
I'll be social distance. We shouldn't just be close together. We have to, maintain that 6 feet, especially because we weren't wearing masks.
Now, doctors are encouraging people to take those kinds of precautions those people were just talking about as we head into New Year's as well. As always, they say the best way to protect yourself is to get vaccinated. Staffing shortages among the country's top airlines force many travelers to change their plans this holiday weekend. United, Delta, and some other airlines canceled more than 950 flights for today. Over 600 were canceled yesterday, and a surge in COVID cases is what is being blamed to impact the airline workers. We checked out how flights were impacted here in Indianapolis. So far, some minor disruptions today, only a couple delays, and 3 cancellations. From travel to holiday celebrations and traditions, the pandemic continues to leave its mark. Elise Preston is in New York with how it's changing the holidays this year.
My family know that no matter where I am, no matter how far away I am from all of you, that my heart is always with you.
Astronauts aboard the International Space Station sent Christmas messages to friends and family back home. Holy night. In Virginia and across the nation, there was caroling. But even with the festivities, it's hard to forget that it's yet another Christmas the world is battling COVID-19. With more flights canceled Saturday, staffing issues tied to the virus are disrupting travel during one of the busiest times of the year. And as the highly contagious Omicron variant now detected in every state spreads, many travelers are mindful of health and safety.
It definitely is, especially going home and having at-risk siblings. So it's definitely something that I am worried about.
We've been very big on masks and stuff. She's too young to get vaccinated, so it's obviously a worry.
About 2 years into the pandemic, many church services, like the ones being held here at New York's Cathedral of St. John the Divine, are being held online.
Jill and I know how hard it is for you.
At the White House, President Biden and the First Lady met virtually with U.S. military members serving around the world to wish them a Merry Christmas.
As your Commander-in-Chief, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
President Biden and the First Lady also attended church services virtually Friday from the East Room of the White House. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Some developing news we are working on tonight. A shooting we first told you about yesterday is now under investigation as a homicide. Indianapolis East District officers responded to Park Forest Court just after 2 yesterday morning for reports of a person shot. They found a man there injured. He was then taken to the hospital in critical condition and died last night. The shooting is still under investigation. Police have not released information about a suspect, and anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. Police are also investigating 2 other Christmas Eve shootings. One person was sent to the hospital in critical condition after a shooting on the northeast side. It happened on North Whitfield Street around 5 last night. Officers believe the suspect and the victim had an argument at a different location. The gunman then followed the victim to Whitfield, where the shooting happened. Police told us today they had no updates in this case. And early yesterday morning, one person was shot at a West Side pub. It happened around 3 a.m. That person's condition still unknown tonight. Again, anybody with information on any of those 3 shootings is asked to call Crime Stoppers. Again, that number's 317-262-TIPS. A house fire forced a Fisher's family from their home this morning. The Fisher's Fire Department says the family is safe and nobody was injured. Firefighters say the family closed the doors inside the home, which kept the fire from spreading and getting worse. Investigators are working to find out what caused that fire. The Indianapolis Fire Department is starting a new chapter today. It's officially merged with the Beech Grove Fire Department. Now 34 firefighters who served Beech Grove are with the Indianapolis Fire Department. Chief Ernest Malone says station signs are still being updated. And still ahead on CBS 4 News at 6, police called to Windsor Castle where Queen Elizabeth is celebrating the Christmas holiday. What officers found on the grounds this morning. And Hoosiers spreading joy this holiday, how they helped create a special experience for those with no place to go today.
And temperatures this evening are going to be dropping. We'll find ourselves in the 30s by the morning, but that doesn't mean we stay chilly. Details ahead in your forecast.
SUV models.
3:30 in the morning, time for another day. First thing I do
is I check in with our people who are actually investigating out in the street about what's going on. There's a lot of news organizations that they put a lot of spin on it. They put a lot of, opinions on it. That is not what we're here to do.
5:06 is your time right now.
My goal for each day is to get people the information they need to know, explain to them how it affects their lives, and then get them up to bed. That's what you want to do with morning news.
A man is under arrest tonight following a security breach at Windsor Castle. That's where Queen Elizabeth is celebrating the Christmas holiday. British police say the man was carrying an offensive weapon, and officers were called to Windsor Castle around 8:30 this morning local time. They say security was triggered within moments of the man entering the grounds. He did not get into any buildings and was arrested on suspicion of breach or trespass of a protected site. After more than 3 months of activity, authorities say the volcano on La Palma in Spain's Canary Islands has stopped erupting. The declaration comes after 10 days of no lava flow, seismic activity, or significant emissions. The volcano first erupted on September 19th and continued for 85 days and 8 hours. It's La Palma's longest eruption on record. The lava flow destroyed 3,000 buildings. The region's Minister of Public Administration said the damage is estimated to be worth about $1 billion. No injuries or deaths directly linked to the eruptions have been reported. The world's largest and most powerful space telescope is now rocketing through space. This morning, NASA launched the rocket carrying the James Webb Space Telescope from French Guiana. It's intended as a successor to the Hubble Space Telescope. For the next month, it will travel 1 million miles. The goal is for the telescope to scan starlight from the first galaxies created in the Big Bang. Most businesses were closed for Christmas today, but one of Indianapolis's cafes opened its doors for those who needed a place to go and maybe a little company. The Needhammer Coffee Company, on the Near East Side offered free coffee and donuts. Employees volunteered their time to come in, serve up some Christmas cheer. Over the years, the turnout has grown with more than 100 people stopping by. People gather to share stories and sometimes a little encouragement.
Part of the goal is just to provide a place for anyone who might be alone on Christmas and say, think of someone else. How can you bless someone else on this time of the year that might be alone, might be by themselves?
This is the 4th year Needhammer has opened its doors on Christmas. Organizers say they just want to give people a special place to celebrate. Employees working at a Brownsburg pizza shop today are getting a huge slice of the profits. Rockstar Pizza opened its doors at 4 o'clock and will stay open until about 9 tonight. The employees set the hours today and they will take home, get this, 100% of the sales. People have been so supportive in recent years that they've had to stop taking orders in at 6 o'clock to make sure they could get everything out the door by the time the shop closed. The owners say it's the busiest block of time of year for them. There's been plenty of Hoosier hospitality this holiday season, and CBS 4 photojournalist Tyler Teal compiled some of this month's best events to show you how Hoosiers are finding hope tonight.
Who's ready to shop?
Me!
Just coming out and, trying to help these kids out. They're going to remember this for the rest of their life. So to try to make a change in this world.
There's nothing better than shopping for some Christmas presents. You always dream about giving back to your community.
So kids receiving gifts is probably one of the best feelings in the world.
Thank you, sir.
I just love seeing the children run up and just say, I want to give.
Wow. You're going to make a kid happy.
To know and be able to call out some of these kids and their parents by name is just one of the great joys of being Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas! To bring them gifts to put under their Christmas tree so they can have it for Christmas Day. I think it's important that we should step up and help the community out any way we can. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
It's just amazing just to see the smiles on their face.
I'm shopping for the boys and girls.
Holy moly. Some kids are gonna love that.
He doesn't care about the toys. The experience with the officers and getting to shop and being a cop for a day, that is it for him.
All of this is yours.
You're giving it to me?
Well, it is Christmas today, but if you're ready to get rid of your Christmas tree already, the Indianapolis Department of Public Works and Indy Parks are accepting live trees for recycling. The recycling goes through the end of January at 8 parks. They include Broad Ripple, Garfield, Cranard, Riverside, and Perry Park. Trees must not have any ornaments, tinsel, decorations, or stands with them. The trees will be turned into compost and used as mulch. Two brothers in Fort Wayne are working together to help Riley kids and their families. In April 2020, Corey and Milo Buwalda were given bracelet kits for Easter. They got the idea to make a little bit of a business out of it. They've now made and sold 500 bracelets, and for each one they sell, 10% goes to the Riley Children's Foundation. Corey came up with that idea as a Riley kid himself. He was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when he was 6 and still goes to Riley every month for infusions.
Corey instantly thought of Riley because he has been given so much every time he goes to Riley, and he loves all his nurses there, and he just wanted a chance to give back to everything that they've given to him.
I just love this business because it
makes smiles on people.
Yes, it brings joy to many people.
The boys sell the bracelets for $2 each through Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. Their business is called Boys Bracelet Business. Well, good for them. All right, turning to our weather now. If you would have told me just a month or two ago that this would be the temperatures that we have on Christmas Day, I wouldn't have believed you, Tucker.
Oh, I wouldn't have believed myself. This is pretty crazy, I got to say. We are talking about at or near record warmth for pretty much all of central Indiana. Downtown yesterday, actually I have a graphic on it. Let's wait to get to there. But we have seen some pretty quiet weather after we got through the first half of the day. Our skies clearing, things are beginning to calm down, but it was a rainy start to the day. We had quite a bit of wind out there too, and warmth. Here's the graphic I wanted to get to. Temperatures getting into the mid-60s in southwestern Indiana. Downtown, we made it to 63 on this Christmas Day. That is tied for the second warmest Christmas on record. The warmest since I believe this might be over 100 years since we've been this warm or near that. So very impressive just how mild we got today. And again, across the rest of central Indiana, we were almost all in the 60s. Very unusual for this time of year, with the average high being 38. As far as our current temperature goes, we still sit 12 degrees above that average high at 50. And while we are cooling off tonight, it's not feeling too bad out there now. There is some wind though. This will die down as we head overnight, but that is beginning to create that it will create this very subtle wind chill factor as we head later into the evening. And as a whole though, our weather should stay on the quieter side of things heading into tomorrow morning. If we take a look at our satellite and radar, it looks a lot different than it did earlier in the day. We are seeing a lot more clearing, and those clouds, they're going to continue to clear out as we head into the morning tomorrow. That's going to set us up for a nice and sunny start, and we're getting this drier air behind the cold front that made its way through and brought the showers, even some rumbles of thunder to central Indiana today. To our west, things are pretty quiet, at least for now, but we are going to begin to see some developing storm systems. So even though it's quiet at the moment, this is going to be something that changes pretty fast. Don't let that fool you at the moment. And we are seeing temperatures sit in the actually 60s still to our south, where that actually 71 in Nashville, where that front has not made its way through yet. You can see the difference though between Indianapolis and Lexington, for example. That's 15 degrees because the front, again, has made it through here. Has not, however, made it through Lexington and areas to the south yet. But that will change, and it'll change for us overnight as far as the cold air coming in behind it. That's why our temperatures find their way back to the mid-30s to start tomorrow off, but we should still see a mild day with temps that get close to 50. We'll be about 10 degrees above our average, certainly not a bad one. And actually, as we head into Monday, we're going to see another warm front make its way through, and that will bring a chance for temperatures to get back into the 60s, believe it or not. We've had 9 days in the 60s this month. If we get to the 60s on Monday, that will tie our all-time December record for most 60-degree days at 10. It's going to come with more wind, though. You can see this here as we head into Monday. It's a windier day, so that's going to be the only impactful weather day, at least in the next 2, and then eventually more busy weather on Tuesday. Let's time that out, too, because we're going to be talking about quite a few more rain chances. And as you can see here, overnight, Sunday into Monday, we may have a rumble of thunder, but there will be showers. Those will linger into Monday morning, and then our next chance for rain will actually come after Monday on Tuesday. So let's take a look at the 7-day here. Your temps on Monday, again, in the lower 60s. After that, we should stay above our average, though certainly not as warm as perhaps Monday, closing out the month of December. And Tuesday right now, too, looking like a very rainy day. So if you have plans, make them indoors.
Thanks, Tucker. Coming up next in sports, the Colts' Christmas just got a little sour as the team loses 3 more players to COVID. We'll have a live report from Arizona coming up after the break.
Dot. Very good. Last question. Where can they find all of their friends?
Dot.
Bravo. You passed. Unwind with your favorite TV shows all day, every day on the dot.
The Colts' Christmas went from merry and bright to full of coal as the team loses Darius Leonard, Kari Willis, and Zach Pascal to COVID-19. The Horseshoe will be without 7 players, 5 of those starters against the NFC's top teams. Our Chris Widlick joins us from Arizona with more on what to expect from the Cardinals.
Well, hey, Alexa, the confident Colts are ready for another critical contest, knowing if they win tonight against the Arizona Cardinals, they move ever so closer to clinching that AFC playoff berth. And Frank Reich, head coach, is calling this yet another judgment day. He wants to see how his team matches up against the best in the National Football League. And in this case, it's a 10-4 Cardinal team coming off a brutal loss in Detroit last week against the Lions.
We all know what that feels like to be in the position that they're in. So we know that we're going to get their best shot. We respect the heck out of this team. And that's why when since we have been on this mode of using boxing illustrations, just been talking about, we got to be able to take a punch. This team has a punch. They're going to throw a few punches. We got to be able to take it and respond.
Yeah, the Colts want to respond with that ball-hawking defense minus Darius Leonard and the best running back in the National Football League. But Jonathan Taylor will be missing his guards and his center. That's going to be tough without Nelson, Kelly, and Glowinski pushing those holes through. Be very interesting to see how that running game goes without the interior offensive line. Much more coming up on the Colts and the Cardinals in the Blue Zone in about an hour. Alexa, back to you.
Thanks, Chris. Like he said, stick with us as we get you ready for Colts and Cardinals. We'll have a special edition of the Blue Zone at 7:30 with more of Chris live in Arizona. Kickoff for Colts Cardinals is set for just after 8 p.m. You can catch that right here on CBS 4. That's it for sports. I'm Alexa Ross.
All right, Alexa, thank you. And Tucker, we got some rain coming our way. It was pretty nice today, warm, but rain on the way here.
Yeah, that's right. Changes for sure. And we're kind of riding that roller coaster of, sun, rain, warmth, and kind of seasonable weather, but right now we're sticking with primarily rainy and warm as we head through the next few days. Tomorrow will be an exception, though. If you want to see the sun, take advantage. We get close to 50. We'll see more clouds later in the day, but it should be dry. Monday could be back into the 60s. That would tie us for 10, or the most days in the 60s this month in December. That'd be 10. And after that, we're talking about rain on Tuesday, which is going to really make it a washout. Temperatures shouldn't do very well as far as warming through the daytime, but we'll still be above average once more. And you know what? Every day on the 7-day is expected to be above average. Scattered showers on Wednesday lead us into a sunnier end of the week. Your New Year's forecast, well, it's looking all right now, but there is a chance that we could add some rain into Saturday. It's a ways out, though. We'll keep an eye on that system. And in the meantime, make sure you have a rain jacket handy, but expect that mild weather to persist.
All right, some crazy weather here in December. Tucker, thank you, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tonight right after the Colts game.